Hello everyone, my name is Clock and I'm going to show you how to make working time in your games using CV2 and Rooms 2.0. Alright, so for this video, you're going to have a lot of chips to work with basically. And I'm going to explain how each one of these chips work in simple terms, right? So for this first batch over here, the time get universal seconds chip, this gets all the time in the world basically, right? And it gets added onto this one chip right here. For the player get time zone chip, it gets the player, or let's say me or your time zone, and it gets stored onto this chip, right? For this one to work, you gotta open your maker pen, right? You're gonna press tools right here. You're gonna get configure. You see the configure button right here. You're gonna click this, and if it's not set to local player already, you just change this invalid player to local player. Then you bring this onto an add chip. It basically adds these two, times, so you get your correct time, and it puts it onto this chip, and then you drag it onto a get formatted time chip, where this is where it formats the time on the way you want it. Let's say you want 1 a.m. and you want the seconds, you'll get the second also on the side. But if you want to change it so you don't see the seconds and you just see 1 on 1 a.m., let's say for example, you'll get, let's say, you'll change this format code here into a different one, and I'm gonna just show the different ones you can use on the screen right now. So let's say if you want to change it in a different way than mine, then change it that way. Let's say you want military time, change it to military time for example, or let's say in a military map you want to make with a time feature. After that, you're gonna get an event receiver, and then with the same button that I showed you earlier, when tools configure, press configure on this one, and you're gonna change it until you see you're gonna open this part and you're gonna see and scroll down until you see update 1 hertz. This will update the time every second. And for this part, if you want it on let's say text, you're gonna get a text 2D or text 3D chip, and you're gonna connect the event receiver and the get formatted time chip all the way to this text 2D chip. And after that, it should show the time right here. Let's say if you wanted to make an invention with a working clock on it, you just put this, and it should show up similar to this, or depending on what format, it should at least show the time. So for this part, I'm gonna show you how to basically have a HUD of your time show up on the right side of your screen. So so you can know the time at all times, right? For this, you need an event receiver, well, two actually, a set HUD element label, and if local player should run, a room level HUD, and a set HUD element enabled chip, right? With all of these, it should show on your screen the time, right? So for this part, you need to connect this one to this part, right? These two. For the target, you bring this target all the way to the room level HUD, and then after that, you're gonna bring it all the way to this target right here that says set HUD element enabled, right? After that, you're gonna change. See this one? It says enabled. Let's say if it says unenabled, right? You're gonna click value, and you're gonna click the button. It should be orange. After that, you're gonna connect it. It should run. And then you go back to your event receiver. You connect these two, and then connect player, acting player, right? If it doesn't show us anything else, for your event receiver, you're gonna press configure, scroll all the way down until you see player join right here. And after all of that, if you don't see the time, you're missing the final part, you're gonna connect this label wire all the way back to the get formatted time chip right here. And after that, it should show the time on your right side of your screen. And yeah, this should basically be it for this video. And after all of that, you successfully made working time in your room.